Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's officially in the summertime here. We're into August already, which sounds crazy. So let's break down what's been going on in the Fraser Valley real estate market. Tons of units for sale. We've got to be price sharp. So let's take a look at some numbers together here. In July, there were almost 1,200 sales across the Fraser Valley. That is down 23% from the 10-year average. On the other hand, home supply is increased by almost 50% from the 10-year average with 10,650 listings. So think about that for a second. Sales are down 23% from the 10-year average. Listings are up 50% from the 10-year average. So that's a pretty big spread. Overall, we are in a buyer's market. Sales ratio is at 11%. A balanced market is anywhere from 12% to 20%, and a seller's market is anything over 20%. So we are sitting right now at 11%, which is so close to being a balanced market, but technically it is a buyer's market, and that is at the overall market. All homes, townhomes, condos, everywhere from Chilliwack to Surrey are factored in. We are very close to being balanced. So that is, I would say it's good news, depending on what you are looking for in the market. Buyers right now are being very cautious. Buyers have a ton of choice. So sellers, you need to do something to stand out for these buyers. So we'll get into that shortly. Sellers, yeah, you need to stand out from your neighbors. Got to stand out from everyone else in your complex, on your street, in your neighborhood who is also trying to sell. So the biggest three things that I can suggest doing is getting your home staged, getting some good photos, doing repairs, and pricing your house sharp. These are all very important things. I know I said 3 and then listed 4, but getting staging done, doing repairs, pricing it sharp, those are all very important tools when selling your house, especially right now, just with the amount of choices that buyers have. Across the Fraser Valley, houses and condos average days on market 38 days to sell. A townhouse is 35. That number has increased, which means that it takes longer on average for your homes to sell. So that's, again, across the Fraser Valley, condos and houses 38 days to sell. Townhouses 35. So townhouse is slightly easier in theory to sell. The average sale price only down 0.5% from June. So I feel like on the news we're seeing all this doom and gloom. The average sale price only down 0.5% from last month. So that, like, yes, the market has taken a little bit of a dip. Yeah, prices have come down, but we're talking 0.5% from last month. So nothing crazy. So when you're watching the news, make sure you're doing your own research on that. The average sale price has dropped 5% from this time last year, so that's a slightly bigger increase, 5% year over year and 0.5% month over month. So we are seeing prices softening. We are seeing people, buying at a really good price. Townhouses, 1% decrease from last month, so not seeing a huge dip. Townhouses down 4% from last year. So nothing too crazy. Condos down 1% from last month and 5% from last year. So over the course of the year, we are seeing a slight dip in the tune of about 5%. Over the course of each month, it's a very minuscule amount, so nothing too noticeable. And I am hoping that things will increase or things will improve in the next few months. So wanted to chat a little bit about each area in the Fraser Valley, and just because I feel like people are watching this video from all over, so I wanted just to kind of break down each individual neighborhood and each pocket of town and just kind of see what went up and what went down. So in Abbotsford, houses and condos went up, a minor increase, 1%. Townhouse dropped, again, less than 1%. These are all average sale prices. So Abbotsford, houses and condos went up. Mission, hold steady, did not see an increase or a decrease, more than 1% across the board. So Mission, everything has stayed the same from last month. White Rock townhouses popped off with a 16% increase this month. So those numbers can be skewed slightly just based off what type of product sells. If it's a newer home, older home, bigger, those can be slightly skewed. But White Rock townhouse, that number was like 960 last month. It's now over 1 million. For an average townhouse. So good for them. If you're looking at selling your place in White Rock townhouse, give me a shout. I would love to help you out. Houses, detached homes in White Rock dropped 6%, nothing too crazy. Langley dropped 1% across the board, nothing too crazy. Condos, townhouses, detached, all 1% down, nothing too crazy there. North Delta again, they're actually a 1% increase across the board. So Langley saw a 1% decrease, North Delta seeing a 1% increase. Cloverdale is down under 1%, about 0.5%, and then condos are up 1%. So everything holding fairly steady there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I did quickly want to chat about how it is a great time for first-time home buyers. People who have nothing to sell can really take advantage of this current market conditions with lots of inventory. Sellers will really bend over backwards for people who don't have anything to sell. So if you are a first-time home buyer, please reach out. We will get you connected with a mortgage broker. We'll get you financing going, and we will get you out there, and we will get you house hunting. Lots of new incentives for first-time buyers from the government. Stay patient, people. Rates should go down. It's September 17th. There was a new announcement this week. So I'm hopeful things will pick up and things will get better. So stay true to yourselves. Have a good summer, and shoot me a message if you have any questions about the real estate game. Take care, everybody, and we will see you next month.